Let's bring in the guys and see what they picked
from their women's magazines.
Well, it's the female playbook.
Yeah, things like Cosmo, I guess.
All that
Cosmopolitan
crap.
magazine.
It's the female playbook. The women pick this up and they get a tip or two.
My mommy used to collect her Cosmos. She wouldn't throw them away, so she had a big cedar chest in her room full of Cosmo magazines. And I got to tell you, growing up as a kid, maybe 11, 12 years old, great material to take care of yourself with. Cosmo was back then. I don't know if it is now because I haven't looked through it. But yeah, there'd be a lot of lingerie things. Women, and in the back it was Cosmo Tells All. Mm-hmm. And there was one nude picture of a girl in there. Sometimes it was just kind of the side of the breast shot. Sometimes it was just from the back, like a butt shot or something. But sometimes you'd get full frontal. And that was just, back then, 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. Just back out playing with the old friends.
There you go.
That was a quickie.
That's all you needed, though.
That's it.
You didn't want to spend too much time on that.
No.
You just had to get the poison out and then get back out there to play Army.
That's it. Play Army. Yeah. Pressure release valve done. All right.
All right.
Back out. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. I got you.
All right.
Wait, I figured out who Diane Sawyer looks like, by the way.
Oh, go ahead.
Without being in HD, without being in that soft light, she looks exactly like McCartney. She looks like Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Yeah, the skinny, wrinkled, stupid face.
An old woman.
That's exactly what she looks like.
She looks like an old sitcom character, and it's driving me nuts. It's like an obscure sitcom character that had kind of a lesser...
Ethel Mertz.
She had like a lesser role on one of these sitcoms in like the late 70s, early 80s, and it's driving me nuts. And I know if I come up with it, Ant's going to be very impressed.
Andy from WKRP in Cincinnati.
All right, who goes first? You guys decide.
Danny.
All right, Danny.
Danny.
All right, Danny's going to start us off. So the homework assignment, these guys had the weekend to go through the female playbook and come up with an article they found interesting enough to bring to the show.
Oh, a little copy.
And Danny is handing out the article he found interesting. It's from Cosmo.
Wow.
And he just handed it to us. It's sex tips from guys.
From guys. All right, ladies, listen up. This is what all the guys want. Sex tips from guys. Every time you see the cover of Cosmo and see sex tips from guys on the cover, I just imagine women going, "Oh, this is just what we need.
This is what I need.
This is coming right from the source.
This is what I need to spice it up in the bedroom."
Whoa.
All right, Danny, go ahead. Sex tips from guys.
Grab, crank, repeat.
Exactly. Gulp, look at window, throw self out.
I mean, this came from the online edition of Cosmos. There was much to choose from. So
by the way, I got to interrupt you just because it's always good to get an E-Rock line in. Fast Freddy from Jamaica Station. E-Rock picked 101 uses for mayo. All right, go ahead there, Danny. Sorry.
So they had different categories, I suppose. It was, like things to do, getting the guy, things to do in bed, things to do after.
Oh, wow. Run the whole gamut of things.
So, yeah, I just tried to compile some of the more radio-friendly things, except for some of the ones on the bottom there. But
I see that.
Well, we can even work around those.
We'll try.
The first tip says, let me know you're in the mood by picking up the palm of by picking up my palm and darting your tongue against it. It's an unusual move, but it's erotic at the same time.
Not good advice.
No.
It depends on what she does for a living. Like, for instance, if she's perhaps an esthetician, that might be acceptable. But if she happens to, say, work on a stud farm with old racehorses...
Artificially inseminating horses.
And her job is to collect the bucketful.
Well, see, it's sex tip from guys, so the woman would be doing this to you. She'd be licking your palm.
She'd lick your... Let me know you're in the mood by picking up my palm and darting... Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay.
So,
again, it would have to be occupation.
Hey,
if you're cleaning the bathrooms at the chemo ward, I don't think the girl wants to lick your palm.
Anyone have that happen to them?
I don't want my palm licked.
I don't either, man.
They're getting their advice from Caddyshack.
Huh?
Remember that? When Noonan and lacy underalls were at the dock.
Yeah.
And she licked the palm of his hand.
Okay, sure.
And she was reading her palm. It's this is how hot I can get you. And she licked his palm.
See, this is why that stinks. Because all I can think about is the girl's breath on my palm now, and I can smell my palm.
Smelling it all night.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you at some point, too, like, wow, that's kind of, you'd have to feign that it was sexy because you don't want to ruin the night, so you're like, oh. But then all night you're waiting for her to look away so you could wipe your pants with your hand and not offend her. Hey, don't lick a guy's hand. Stop it.
Absolutely. Unless he's holding something important.
Yeah.
If that's how you have to get yourself into it, whatever you got to say to keep yourself from not doing this.
Wherever you want to start, the hand is fine.
Exactly.
But we know where you got to finish.
Let's go to Keith in Massapequa. Keith, what's up?
What's up, guys? Diane Sawyer looks like the mom from Bewitched.
And Dora?
Whatever her name is.
A little bit.
This was a sitcom character, lesser role.
Oh.
Not a looker.
Adam Rich.
Gave the impression that she might play for the same team. All right, Keith, thank you.
All right, thank you, bye.
I'll come up with it eventually. All right, go ahead, Danny. Continue. Sex tips from guys. This is what the girls are reading out there.
Well, the next one is when we're just lying on the couch and watching TV, let your feet wander in my lap and start exploring.
Ew. What if you're Paul McCartney?
She could let her foot wander in his lap and go grab a snack at the same time.
And while your one foot's wandering, make sure you put alcohol rub on your stump so it doesn't smell the whole room up.
So a little foot job, huh?
Yeah, this doesn't seem like things you do maybe on the first date or anything.
This is more like you've been in a relationship, and I guess you're trying to find new things to do.
This is guys. This is what guys are telling women they like to happen to them.
Apparently, this is this person's advice to all the women out there.
Do these women understand that right then ends any of this fun and games? Like the second her foot hits the lap, you're having sex. You're like that. That's pretty much it. The second it hits your lap.
I don't know if I was just watching.
And my girlfriend tried this once, and I swear kicked me square right where it hurts so bad. My girlfriend is the king of kicking me in the sensitive area that is dangling. Just every single time in bed, we'll be laying in bed, and like she'll pick her knee up. I'll be close to her, and we're kind of face to face and asleep, and she'll bend her knee and just wham, just nail me. Or she's getting out of bed, and one foot will slip, and wham, the heel goes right in. She just kicks me there all the time. So I don't think that's what they mean either. Kick them squarely in the sack.
Women have no idea how sensitive that area is.
Oh.
Because they see what we can do with it.
Yeah. For some reason, you can't even, barely flick it or anything. But yet, in some circumstances, it could slam against something.
It's amazing.
Numerous times. Wham! Wham! Wham!
I think we confuse them because they see what we can do with it, but it's beyond sensitive if touched the wrong way.
My girlfriend has it's amazing how little they know. She'll actually light a match and then blow it out and then touch it to it. And then
See,
just
that's
go,
not good.
If this were only a man's size.
All right, what else there, Danny?
I'm going to skip over that next one you see there. But here's another one. When you grab my arms, hold them over my head and lick around my armpits.
I'm putty? This is sex tips from guys, and he finishes by saying, I'm putty if you do that?
Yeah, well, apparently this guy, he seems to enjoy it and feels that maybe the rest of the American men out there would love it too.
Hey, Elaine, lick around my armpits.
My girlfriend is never... Yeah, right? My girlfriend's never licking my armpits.
No!
No
Stay
way.
away from my armpits.
No. All right, continue.
These are awful.
They're terrible.
Well, that's why this
No wonder.
That's why this is fun. This is what the women are doing with their playbooks. Getting bad advice from guys that seem a little fruity.
Horrid advice.
Here's another one. When you give a hello kiss after a long day at work, don't hesitate to grab my package. And he says it's like hello.
Hello.
It's like hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
They put a little dash between the two L's in hello when they spelt it, so that's hello.
That's great advice to give women. So there's a million women that don't know what they're doing and are just freaking squeezing.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Let's see. Lightly caress the sensitive webbing between my thumb and forefinger. It's a lusty pressure point.
No, it's not.
What? This?
Right here?
Yeah, apparently.
Anything you wouldn't be afraid to do to another man because it is so non-sexual. Come here, Danny. Give me your hand. Look, I'm rubbing the webbing between his thumb and forefinger because it is so non-sexual. Wow, you got excited.
I did.
Because that is so non-exciting or sexual.
All right, hold on. Now we're getting some calls coming in. This is what we want. Nicole in Buffalo, listening on the edge. What's up, Nicole?
I've done the foot thing before, watching a movie with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it actually works.
Well, we didn't say it wouldn't work. I'm just saying that pretty much ends any more playing around.
Oh, no, I mean, like, it brought it straight to full foreplay.
Do you understand that anything you would rub like that on your boyfriend during a movie, you could go grab a mop and rub that, and he'll want to have sex.
Right. All right, Nicole says it works. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
All right, what else there, Danny?
This gentleman says that your woman should lick spots on your wrists, inner elbows, and backs of your knees, and that'll wake up areas that have been sleeping for years.
What is wrong with this
That's
guy?
true,
He wants,
actually.
but he wants
Every part that's not at all sexual.
Yeah.
No, but that's the women like that when you lick them there. You suck a girl's wrists or by her elbows. Women love that. It does feel good.
inner elbows over here,
Yeah. Like up in.
the back of my knees.
Yeah, it's really sensitive. That stuff is very sexy.
I like that next one.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could say that.
There's something so taboo about you know how you take care of your girl,
There's a sex tip
where
from
she
guys.
can just relax, you know, and you take care of.
She doesn't have
her.
to do the heavy lifting.
Right, she's not doing any lifting.
Right.
She's just relaxing. You're doing all the work. And then you wake up and it feels like you chewed a whole pack of Hubba Bubba for hours on end. So you do that, but not in the normal circumstance. She would be in a position where it would be like she was ready to give someone a pony ride.
Ah.
There you go. And you do that take care of business thing. There's something so taboo about that.
I'll tell you why. Because normally if you go to a restaurant and you're having a fine meal,
Right.
you always want to be careful where your nose is.
Right. You don't want a table by the bathroom. That's fine. What's taboo about that?
Well, we got to take a
great.
break, Danny. Danny's almost done with the article he found.
Get a good view. You could still watch the game.
Sex tips from guys from Cosmo.
By the way, being in that particular, like you're ready to give someone a pony ride while your girlfriend, reciprocates is also fantastic. That's very taboo for a woman to do that to a guy, not for a guy to do that to a woman. For a woman, to do that to a guy
See, that isn't
is taboo,
that taboo.
and it's lovely.
All right.
I heard this one time. It was fantastic.
That's great.
Any others you want to add to this?
Yeah, let's see. Well, this one I don't understand. Watching a woman do yoga is the hottest foreplay you could have without touching each other.
I guess if she's naked yoga, and she'd have to be kind of good at it. I don't want to see her naked trying to pull herself into the lotus position and not being able to do it. Snapping a knee. I broke my knee, man.
It depends on the outfit she's
Yeah.
wearing.
I would prefer nothing.
I wouldn't mind a skimpy, like a skin tight thing.
Boy shorts.
Yeah. But my girlfriend's doing yoga. I wouldn't need to see that. That'd be great if it was a stranger, because my girlfriend I've seen do everything already.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense, but
Offense taken, I'm sure. Jesus.
All right, you got it.
I don't find her sexy at all when whatever she
no,
does.
I don't mean this. I don't mean that.
Of course you don't.
Hey, we got to take a break because we got Frank Vincent calling to talk about the unbelievable Sopranos episode last night. But the last one is hilarious. Cosmo, sex tips from guys.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay.
How do we say it? We got to get this on the radio?
Well, the last half of this says, like you're applying lipstick. Now, obviously, the lady is not using lipstick. She is using something else that could be a large version of lipstick.
Depending on your nationality.
Right, exactly. But you're supposed to use that like you're using lipstick.
Like you're applying lipstick.
Like you're applying lipstick.
There you go. Cosmo's sex tips from guys.
And there's a bunch more where this came from.
There's a lot more where that came from.
All right. I think you got some of the better ones out there.
Wow, there's some good ones. There's a couple of the really dirty ones are really good. The tickle and tug one is good.
I was just reading that one.
That's very
But
true.
be careful.
Yeah, of course.
They use the word gingerly.
But proceed gingerly.
Yeah.
You don't want to just tickle and then tug like you're ejecting from a plane that's about to crash.
Yeah, pulling the handle. Punch out goose. All of a sudden you jump up and hit your head against the ceiling. Maverick has to cradle you.
Hey, see, Dave is pointing out something very obvious here. Dave in Philly, go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to say with that foot thing that, not every woman has perfectly smooth model quality feet. And,
that's true.
You get a woman with some nasty feet, and she could be wreaking some havoc on your sensitive areas.
Yeah.
Big Doritos toenail.
Dude,
toenail that looks like a corn chip.
Her bunion.
A bunion.
Dude, you got the corn chip streak going, man. I think this is 3 days in a row, maybe 4.
You gotta talk.
You gotta work the corn chip toenail scenario into every
corn
show.
chip toenail. Oh, that big nasty yellow. It's like big and thick.
I was on my way.
Yuck, it's good for dip.
Yeah, you could dip with it.
Oh, there you go. There's what he's talking about right there, Jimmy. Oh,
God, E-Rock. That's just making E-Rock hungry.
Dude, I was on the way to corn chip toenails.
No.
Went to the doctor. Now I think I only have a third of a liver because the medicine I use kills your liver. But I got crystal clear toenails again.
Did you have those little monsters that they show in the commercials ripping apart your nail bed? How horrific is that? They lift up your fingernail,
Dude,
like your toenail, like a car hood.
Mine were getting
crawl under.
Mine were getting thick and separated from my actual toe. Went to the doctor, only on like 2 or 3 toes out of 10, and they gave me this medication that kills your liver, but it makes your toenails crystal clear.
Thank God.
So I'm back to normal, sort of.
Your liver could be screwy.
Just can't drink ever again, but price you pay for good toenails.
I can look at my toenail and I can actually see a face pressed up like someone drowned under ice.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Danny, good job. Danny brought in a fine article.
Yes.
Who can we look forward to after the break? We got Club Soda Kenny. We got Roland.
E-Rock, maybe?
E-Rock.
Maybe E-Rock. Jeff from Jersey. Jeff from Jersey, quickly. I don't even think we have to, well, if you want to go to him. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, what's up?
What are you going to say? Because I agree with you.
Yeah, you guys are probably already suspecting this, but this has got to be women who write this stuff.
Yep.
I'm actually horrified that some women might be listening to this crap.
That's what I think too. I think women are in there writing like, "Hey, could you write an article as if it was the man's point of view on what he would like women to do?" Because it's crap.
For the women listening, I just want to tell you, listen, if you want to know what we like, watch some porn movies. That's what we like.
There you go.
It's not rocket science.
There you go.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, it's probably women just sitting around in a conference room, trying to figure this crap out. Ope, I think you're thinking of Catherine Hellman, who was on Soap.
Oh, could be.
Could you look her up, please, for me? Diane Sawyer looks like someone.
And don't look up Hellman's mayonnaise. He just can't help it. He puts in the first few letters.
That might be it, though. That might be it. Girly Magazine. So who's next?
Yeah, who's next up?
We started this about an hour ago. We had to stop because of Frank Vincent calling in. But basically, we gave the guys a homework assignment to look at the female playbook. The female playbook is all those magazines on the newsstands for women, like Cosmopolitan. They give you little sex tips or they just talk about dumb stuff.
Yeah, it's a bunch of girls sitting around trying to figure out what guys want or what guys should be doing, things like that. And then they write it down in these magazines, and the women read it and think it's good information. We found out from Danny that they don't know really what guys want.
Well, Danny's was pretty good. Sex tips from guys.
Yeah, and it was
basically guys telling girls what they could do to help out their sex lives.
Yeah.
And Travis brought this in. This is what he found a little interesting.
Oh, wow. Travis, good subject.
Ooh, thank you.
This is the sexiest things to do after sex. Well,
Should be a much shorter article. Get out and
leave. Pay her.
Exactly. Pay her.
Prolong the pleasure of a steamy romp with these post-coital pleasures.
Yuck.
So after sex, you're supposed to be doing something sexy.
This doesn't work. Guys just want to crash.
It's not even just guys. I'll tell you something.
It's in our chemistry. After sex, we just want to sleep.
I'm with the best girl ever because she's the same way. When we're done, it's just like good night, or good morning, or whatever the hell it is. But it's back to sleep, just back to sleep.
That's because you're good. That's because Aunt is a really good lay.
Oh, no.
Yes, it is, because my girlfriend afterwards wants to do jumping jacks and run around the room doing funny voices.
She goes in and finds a Pilates tape.
Yeah, she picks up a sock puppet and starts pretending, all right, look, we're having a little show. Wake up. She's like that snotty kid in Sixth Sense before her soup.
A little puppet show.
This proves that this is all crap that's out there for the women. I mean, yeah, if you're doing your job, the last thing you want to do is find other activities, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the closer. You're closing with sex. That's right. It. Thank you. Good night. Here's some tickets. Make sure you keep them so you can leave.
All right, well, here we go. The sexiest things to do after sex, according to Cosmopolitan. And girls are reading this thinking this is the Bible, basically. They're going to start doing these immediately because it was in Cosmo.
It's Cosmo. It's got to be true.
All right, go ahead Travis.
Well, yeah, pretty much what you guys were just saying, how men want to do nothing. These are things that are supposed to short-circuit his snooze reflex and electrify his bod. So you guys can keep being close after sex.
But that means that the guys out there are dating or married to the wrong women, that they want things to happen after that.
After I'm done, just
how about we take a nap and then we could do some cool stuff.
Right.
All right. Well,
this is just annoying. This is bothersome.
So this is what they're telling girls to do to the guy,
right,
to keep him interested or awake or active.
We could take 100 phone calls. You're going to get well over 90 of the guys saying the only thing they want to do is sleep after a good romp.
Mm-hmm.
But the women are insisting that we have to do other stuff. Why?
Well,
who's writing this?
Let's hear what some of their suggestions are.
The first one is pay him a carnal compliment.
Mm.
All right.
Which guys are suckers for hearing about their sizzling sex skills. So they're saying that if you talk about how good your man just was, he's going to want to stay up and hear all about it.
Oh, tell me more.
And that might lead to light conversation.
Ooh. How does she think that segues into her boring soap opera chit chat? After you tell me how good I am, shut up.
Soap opera chit chat.
This whole article is how to keep your man awake after sex is what it comes down to, which is like that you're just making him miserable. Just let him sleep. Because it says your flattering feedback will keep him from dozing.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to stay awake for this performance assessment and kickstart light conversation, which you may be in the mood for right about now. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Here's what the guy says right before he falls asleep.
I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
I made an ass of myself.
I do absolutely nothing around here.
Oh, well. It's terrible.
Shame on you.
Yeah, here's what you want your girl to sound like.
Oh, God. All right.
Well, what are some of the things?
You want to keep your man awake after the thing, just go, look, get up. We have to change the sheets. There's been a problem. I told you I didn't want to try that. You insisted. And now
You're gonna have to throw the mattress away.
yes, we have. Looks like someone dropped a Fudgy the Whale cake.
What is wrong with you? Seriously, man. All right, well, you compliment him, and that keeps him awake.
Yeah,
Terrific.
That's the first one.
All right, what's the next one?
Give him a massage.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that while I'm falling asleep. That's perfect.
Sure.
But the massage is supposed to keep you awake?
Well, the massage is intended to eventually get him to reciprocate and...
oh, my God!
Nobody
They're
wants
telling women the wrong crap. Wait, so you have sex. The guy, all he wants to do is fall asleep.
Right.
She is now going to give him a massage because that'll keep him awake to the point where he's going to reciprocate and give her a massage?
Yep.
On what planet?
Not this one.
And they say, obviously, foreplay hotspots, such as, those areas, are going to be tender, so that's the no-go zone. So they're saying massage everywhere except there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my
That's what
God.
you want. That's what you want after a thing, a shiatsu, so you can reciprocate.
Right. No, you just want to relax, fall asleep, lay on the couch, watch a movie. That's fine. Obviously, there's problems in this person's relationship that they're like trying to get more going on after sex. If you have a very healthy relationship with the girl and you want to fall asleep after sex, she probably wouldn't have a problem with that.
You want to keep me awake after sex? Get out of the room and send Ozzy in to talk to me. That will work. If Ozzy sits on the foot of my bed and chit-chats, I'll be
So how was it, Jimmy? It was
good, Oz.
It was fantastic. Wonderful.
Or leave the bedroom, go find food somewhere.
Perhaps you should put your clothes back on, though, huh? Maybe.
That would keep me up.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Michelle, what's up?
Hi. Yeah, I those magazines are trash. If both of you are doing your job, you don't want anything else but sleep or get up and get out. That's it. Don't touch me. I'm done. It was great. You know?
See, there you go.
Yeah.
It's nice to know the women think like guys.
It's true, though. I don't want... When he's done with me, I'm done.
Could you imagine then giving a massage? Your arms are done. You can't do anything. And the guy's supposed to reciprocate. You're doing push-ups pretty much is what you're doing, trying to hold yourself up.
I agree. It's trash. It's trash. The magazine's trash. Ladies, get with the program.
I will never marry a woman that wants this stuff after sex. That just means there's major problems in the relationship.
You want to keep me up after bed?
True.
Chew Cinnamon Toast Crunch in my ear.
All right, Michelle.
I love you guys. I got to go.
All right, thanks, Michelle. Continue there, Travis.
All right. The third one, which Cosmo says guys say is the most sexalicious thing a woman could do after getting busy, is take a shower together.
All right, that proves that women are freaking writing this stuff and have no clue. They have the last thing. You want to take a shower before, during, not after. Not after. Do you really want to get up and, get into a freaking shower?
No.
It depends. I mean, if I need it done. Look
at the smirk.
All I'm saying is...
This is going to be a doozy.
You may need one, and I may not be able to reach where the banana is smeared, so I may have to have somebody help me.
Oh, my God.
He got to help you out.
Absolutely.
Jimmy's already writing for his second HBO special.
You need a friend.
The old banana bit.
No, I want to shower much later. I don't want to get up instantly. I want to shower later so that when I go into the shower, I'm still ripping out leg hairs because it's like crazy glue is in there. Ow! They just rip out leg hairs. What is there? Ow!
This is why we're doing this bit, because it's so ridiculous. Yeah. Guys don't want to massage. They don't want to talk. They don't want to take a shower with you or alone after sex.
You're saying that you want it to be like right after sex, all of a sudden everything's clean. But if you doze off like that, even when you stand up, it looks like a slug dozed off on a glue trap.
Yeah,
something like that.
And I'll tell you another thing. Showering with a girl is great if you're showering as a foreplay thing to have sex.
So I said before, during.
But that's not a shower. That's an environment that you're in that's sexy, you're nude, you're touching each other. If you're after sex showering, which is the cleanup shower, there's nothing unsexier than doing the old I just rode a horse bow-legged stance while you're scrubbing the dirty parts. That isn't sexy. You got the washcloth, you can't see half the washcloth because you're just trying to clean up.
Right in front of your woman, you're going for the old soap scoop.
Yeah, you don't want to. That's not sexy.
A nice soapy scoop going with your hand.
You're doing that where you got to clean it off.
Right.
It's like you're pine tarring a bat. You know, that's kind of. It's not a sexy thing when you're washing off stuff.
Let's go to Jersey. It's Ginny. Ginny, what's up?
Hey, guys, I've been married for 25 years.
Yeah.
And all I want to do later is sleep. I don't want to massage. I don't want to talk. You know, even clean up. If you want me to clean up, go grab a sock off the floor next to me and I'll take care of it. But
it's a box of tissues.
Tissues?
Just leave a couple of tissues.
No, you got to use the wet knives. Tissues stick.
Wet naps?
Yeah.
Tissues stick it, but it's funny. That's good. Oh. See, they should put that in there. Okay, use tissues to clean up immediately afterwards, because then you can both chuckle at where the pieces stick.
Yeah.
Because have you ever had that happen to go, oh, look, he looks like a Klansman. Yes. You got to pull his little white cap off.
Looks like he cut himself shaving. And not just because of the tissue, but because of the condition of the sheets.
What is wrong with you?
That's great.
All right, Ginny, thank you.
Well, you got to use tissues, though.
That's why we're doing this bit, because it's obvious that this is all BS.
I never thought of that, Jimmy, because I use the moisturized wipes, because now the toilet paper companies put them out, so it's not even like baby wipes anymore. They're made specifically for adults to keep from getting cranky back there when you're done. But I've never thought of using those after sex, because that's pretty good, because the tissues, you're right, they do stick, but you try that move sometimes to try to keep the bed from getting messy. So you try like, all right, if I put these here, I'll position the tissues, and now I'll get ready to, Jesus Christ, I missed the whole thing. It's all, oh my goodness gracious.
It looks like that delicious treat at Morton's that you dig into, the heated chocolate cake. When you scoop the first one out, it all blubbles out. Then you have an ice cream and chocolate mess all over your plate.
Exactly. And cleaning that up.
And what guy's confident enough to actually be nude in a shower with their chick after sex?
After, well, you better be ready to go, is what I'm saying. You better, like, yeah.
Right. But in general,
nice warm water.
You wouldn't be putting that in a window display.
No, not right afterwards.
No, you'd
right afterwards. Yeah, you're just standing there like, hi. It's like, oh, what are you, 10?
Right.
That is horrible. A shower is an awful idea after sex.
Stupid.
Looks like a pink Good and Plenty.
And this is how they describe it. It's a no-brainer. Any situation that has you hot, wet, nude, and invading his personal space is bound to overpower his post-coital crash response.
No.
Really?
No. Give it it's nappy time.
That's good.
And then we'll see what happens in 15, 20.
Yeah,
half hour.
A little power snooze.
Snuggling under the shower stream, running your slippery, sudsy hands over his back and the heat-soaked environment not only keeps your bod super close, but it also actually prolongs the post-orgasmic flush of you just finished booty session.
I hate the language there. Stop trying to be cute and fun.
Booty session.
All right, listen, we're running out of show, so wrap up your article there, Travis, and we'll do more of this tomorrow with the rest of the guys, including Roland and E-Rock and Steve and
can't wait to hear Rollins
and Club Soda Kenny. They all have to pick out one of these articles from one of these dumb magazines. Go ahead, Travis.
Well, the next one I'm not really sure how to. Yeah.
You could say touch yourself. You run your hands over your body, of course.
Yeah, you can run your hands over your body.
They say a woman is just to run your hands over her own body, and seeing that will make a guy want to join in or whatever. It doesn't, though, actually.
No, you got rid of the poison. You got to wait for them poison. You got to wait for the body to make more.
Poison, huh?
And that could be an hour, it could be 15, 20 minutes, sure, whatever.
Whether he joins in or not, guys love to watch, so it's a win-win situation.
God, this is all stuff that guys want before.
Yes.
If you see your girl doing this before, and they talk about, I can't say it, but then it's going to make it that much better. But to do all this stuff afterwards, you're like, no, I already did what I needed to do.
You're like, how needy are you?
Right.
I like when I'm done to stand on my bed and put up a big mission accomplished banner behind me and talk about how we just won. Snuggling up.
Let's go to Joe in Massapequa. Well, Joe, what's up? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Joe? Joe. I lost him.
Joe's gone.
We'll never know what he had. Pat in the Bronx, what do you got?
Yeah, what's happening? The best thing to do after sex is just leave.
Just leave.
Just leave, my God. You want tickets to Jones Beach, I hear, huh?
Oh, yeah. Who cares about that?
All right, you got a pair of tickets to see the Traveling Virus Comedy Show, June 16th at Jones Beach. We got a real good deal going on right now. Go to Virus Tour, one word on MySpace for all the details, but basically you can get them through Ticketmaster, Ticketmaster.com. Pat, hold on the line. We're going to give you a pair of tickets, all right?
Oh, you're the best. Thanks, guys.
All right, brother.
If my girlfriend wants to keep me up after sex, all she has to do is start the car.
Yeah.
Get it?
The snuggling thing, that's...
Actually, if she can hear it running during the sex, it kind of is a hint as to what's going to happen afterwards. I just like keeping it warm.
Snuggling, falling asleep, that's fine. The rest of them are like, please.
Home and house and garden.
Home and garden?
I don't know. I don't know those magazines too well.
Basically, the guys go through these magazines, and then they pick out an article they think is kind of interesting to bring to the program.
Yeah.
What were the ones we did yesterday? Sex tips from guys.
Yeah, it's
in a women's magazine. So you're a woman, you're reading sex tips from guys. So these are guys talking about what they like.
What they would like the women to do. And, of course, it was written by a woman because...
It had to be.
It really didn't make much sense to us.
Or it was written by a guy. And what was the other one we did yesterday? We did things to do after sex to keep him interested.
Yeah. Keep him interested so he doesn't just fall asleep after sex. And they were all just silly.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you both just want to crap out. If you've had a good session, you just want to crap out right there.
Well, today it's Club Soda Kenny's turn, and right off the bat, I can't even look at him because he put his reading glasses on.
How appropriate. It's top 10 sex tips for the older woman.
Yeah.
I'm looking at one right now.
I'm 50 years old.
And you look like an old lady in those glasses.
You got your little glasses on.
50 years old!
Is that the line, though, from SNL? 50 years old.
Yeah.
She made me laugh. Molly Shannon, right?
50 years old.
Hey,
what do you got, Kenny?
I'm sorry I wasn't here when you were calling for me. I was getting a little talking to in the hallway by a salesman because I have to plug my appearance Saturday.
What appearance, Kenny?
Oh, Kenny, you're doing an appearance?
Where's Kenny going to be?
You think someone will show up this time? Because the last time you did an appearance, no one showed up.
Don't break the record of no one showing up at Kenny's appearances.
Yeah, please, someone show up because, it gives him a little dough in his back pocket that he could use.
Kenny's like a dirty bomb at appearances. People clear out of the way.
Yeah, if I get one person, that's 100% improvement.
That's
where are
one
you
way to look at it.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be plugging TomTom GPS at the Circuit City, 52 East 14th Street in New York City this Saturday from noon to 2 p.m.
Can I say something about TomTom? I
know what you're going to say.
I actually have one, which I bought when I was shooting Lucky Louie, and that damn thing saved my life in Los Angeles.
Of course it did.
It's a portable GPS. I loved it. I might even plug it for them. I loved.
What, you just walk around with it?
No. But I would put it in rental cars.
Can you walk around with it too if you really?
If you want to look like a goose,
I actually plug it in somewhere.
No, you didn't. I ran around holding it. And I was going vroom.
Hey, there are handheld GPSs for big cities like New York and Chicago and such.
Phone.
Dude, this thing you plug into the cigarette outlet, a lighter, and you just stick it to your windshield. It was amazing.
Yeah,
tells
you where to go.
I really loved it.
Good. All right.
TomTom GPS, Circuit City, East 14th Street, this Saturday, noon to 2. Come see me.
Could someone please show up?
Yeah,
he was
just show
so
up, say
depressed.
hi.
No one showed up at his last appearance.
Hi.
He was at a strip club talking to the manager. So you got a nice place here. It was just awkward for everybody involved because you don't really like conversation.
Yeah.
Was it awkward?
And I don't like girls either, so I don't know what I was doing in the strip club.
See, get it?
I can see what's going to happen. Like the sales guys over at the store over
That
there.
sales guy is no longer here, by the way. Did I mention that?
No, I don't mean the sales people here. I mean the salespeople that work at the Circuit City that you're talking about are going to come up to you, Kenny, and try to explain the GPS to you. And Kenny's going to be like, I don't understand.
No, I do, because Jim's got a TomTom, so I know how to use it. It's a touch screen.
You touch his TomTom?
Yeah.
We would actually say we should have brought Tom on this trip.
Yeah, we refer to him as like a person.
Yeah.
Tom.
We should have our heads clunked together, but Tom gets you from point A to point B. Not unlike our own Tom, except the TomTom doesn't have the tie of a homosexual draped around it. It's a fine piece of masculine equipment.
And he doesn't have braces at however old he is.
Oh, when do those come off?
Soon.
Got to be soon, right?
We're hoping we're still around.
I hope it comes off before his graduation. So his graduation pictures don't have his braces on them.
Before his prom.
I didn't even notice he had braces.
Oh, God.
Well, he didn't when we first got here.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, all right, let's go. We're running out of show.
All right, top 10 sex tips for the older woman.
Really? This is what you found.
Yeah, because, senior citizens need love, too.
Ooh, so this is for the older women?
Yeah, because, your sex life will change as your body ages, so you got these top 10 tips here, and you can, do your thing.
Why didn't you go with funny conversation starters?
I had a whole medley of articles here to choose from.
Oh, you're doing a medley?
Wait, a whole what?
He's doing a medley.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so you're going to get
a medley.
So you're going to get to the funny conversation stars, right?
Well, if we got time, we
might have to
I'm versatile.
That's what his hair is, medley. it's like shavings off a metal lathe.
This is interesting right here. One of the sex tips for an older woman. Tip number 7. Shake your partner to make sure that he's actually sleeping and not dead.
All right, let's get into the top 10 sex tips for the older women.
For a healthy, satisfying sex that you can have your entire life, it says.
And this is part of Club Soda Kenny's medley.
Yeah.
Of things.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Talk with your partner, because open communication has always been essential for good sex.
Oh, sure.
You could talk about any sexual difficulties you might be having as a couple. And try to treat these difficulties as problems to solve and work together on finding creative solutions.
Does this want you to just, give Dr. Kevorkian a medal?
He just got out of prison.
I know. And this if your sex life, think about when you first started having sex. It just is it was the most unbelievable thing ever. And then you're having sex through your life, and it's great. And then it ends up where you got to sit there all old going, it doesn't work anymore. My prostate's the size of a pineapple. I can't get any lubrication going. This hurts when I move like this. I don't have a breast. It's just, there's this whole, that's what sex turns into. Two old people yapping about what they, problems they got to overcome. Be careful, you might break my hip. Stop it. My surgery didn't heal correctly.
It's funny you mention all these tips address everything.
Of
course they do.
But it starts where you're young and you're just
full of energy, vim and vigor, and you're just going at it. Right. Anytime, anywhere, anyone. Yeah. It just was that.
And you're Anya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you like that?
And you're Anya.
He enjoys that.
And then it ends up with just
I don't know what happened.
Be careful, my sciatica is...
my sciatica is hurting.
Sciatica is acting up.
I can't. I don't have any left in my... If you try to put your in my... It's gonna... You can't because you... And my surgery... And it was removed. They took out my... So you're probably gonna hit...
Oh my God!
That's it. Great. Two old people commiserating over the problems,
talking it out. We're trying. They both remember the good old days.
Yeah,
trying to keep that spark alive, huh? Go ahead there, Kenny.
Number 2, lubricate.
That's a subject right there.
As a woman ages, natural lubrication.
Stop right there.
I changed the word.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's see if you got
Dump it anyway.
Let's see
Watch.
if you're FCC friendly.
For sexual relations.
The jury's out on that one. We'll see. We'll see how Al handled that one. A little too saucy for you, Al.
Well, you need lubrication so it doesn't decrease.
Well, great. I think
Dumped?
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
it got
of course.
dumped, Kenny. You dope,
Kenny.
You
Check this
dope.
stuff.
Yeah. Al's got a very lubricated finger as he pushes that button.
Exactly. He doesn't want it callousing up on him.
Thanks for saving our job, Al.
All right.
What else?
You can
just say lubricate. I think we can figure it out.
Incorporate it into foreplay.
Yuck.
Experiment with positions and times. Because, pain caused by arthritis.
Oh, God. Arthritis. Ow!
And other conditions can interfere with sex.
Imagine those gnarly arthritic fingers just wrapped around it.
Trying to.
I'm thinking you got stink knuckle arthritis.
Oh.
You got to tape it into her hand.
You look down at her feet, all you see are those corn chip toenails.
Yeah! Yes! Bravo!
I got it in under the wire.
I was panicking, and I didn't want to remind you.
No, I was waiting.
All right. What else, Kenny? So
so experiment with different positions and different time of day when the pain could be less severe.
And if one position is uncomfortable, should you use the little controller on the side of the hospital bed? Move yourself around.
What else?
Number 4, deal with erectile problems.
Yeah.
Because for men, trouble having an erection is expected part of aging. If this happens with your partner, gently help him troubleshoot this problem.
Troubleshooting?
Bring home a young black gentleman.
You can't. How are you going to help him troubleshoot a problem with
Well, Jim was right. Lifestyle changes and medication could help. So black gentleman's a lifestyle change.
Cyanide.
All right.
I was going to say that.
Hey, we're running out of show there, Kenny.
Good one.
All right. Number 5, feel beautiful. Even though you might be an old hag,
Say old hag.
It doesn't say that.
No, but I was like ad-libbing.
Hey, that was pretty good.
We live in a culture that is constantly showing us images of youth and beauty.
Because that's what we want to look at.
Yeah. As women age, they might feel less sexually unattractive. But remember, old chickens make good soup.
Don't try to throw in your own lines. Who said that, by the way? That was some sex expert.
Yeah.
All right.
Chickens. Yeah, great.
Hurry, we got our...
Talk to that German guy about chickens.
And wait, as women age, they may feel less sexually attractive. Well, how can they always get mad when some mugger attacks them and cops a little grope? Apparently not to some of the creeps out there.
Some of the ghouls.
Wait, should we finish this tomorrow?
I guess.
Should we finish tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. Because this is part of the
subjects.
The medley?
Yeah.
The medley that Kenny brought in a whole thing. Like,
wait a minute.
Dating tips for women, funny conversation starters we got to get into with Kenny.
It says, sure, your body changes as you age, but that does not reflect on your worth or desirability. Yes, it does. You're not as desirable when you're old. Sorry.
It's just people don't like thinking that, but it's true.
It is true.
For both men and women. It's just not, that's the way it is.
Not for women.
Oh, no, just for women. Is that it, Jim?
So the ones you didn't get, because it's the top 10. So it's feel beautiful, take care of your health, sex after surgery. All right, no, you know what? We got to save that for tomorrow.
Oh, there it is.
Also, others. All right, we got Club Soda Kenny still in the studio. We started this bit yesterday, but basically we got the staff to go through the female playbook. And that would be like Cosmo and all those women's magazines that are on the newsstands.
Yeah, the ladies' magazines.
And they got, some interesting covers where it's like sex tips from guys. Women are reading this stuff. All the how to make your orgasm last twice as long. Yeah, you've seen the magazines a million times. So we got the staff behind the scenes to go through all the female magazines and pick out some of their favorite articles that they came across.
Are women really learning stuff from this? Do they really read this and trade the ideas with each other?
You know what I read in Cosmo? It was a guy's point of view on what they like during sex. And I think it's very handy. Let me give you some tips. Or do they just thumb through it like we would and just go, oh, what a bunch of crap?
I don't know. Maybe the women could call and tell us.
I have no idea.
Because the one we did the other day, like how to keep your man like awake after sex, was completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's how to keep that spark and passion going after the sex is over with. So you're all done, and you're supposed to keep like this passion going. Meanwhile, you're both exhausted. You're sweating.
Yeah, if you have a really good...
You're picking hairs off your girlfriend's chest that came out of your head and chest.
You're collecting all the items and putting them in the dishwasher.
Oh, feeling all stupid now that it's over.
Right.
There's just something about that release.
That blow-up sheep seemed like a good idea when we were all horned up. But now,
what happened?
But now that we're done, this looks ridiculous.
We were all revved up and saucy, and now this stuff just looks silly laying here.
You gotta throw. You gotta wash it. It looks like the Seattle Space Needle has chocolate pudding on it.
Oh God!
Throw that in the dishwasher. Take the plates out first.
Yeah, you basically have a bunch of utensils you usually use to make chocolate chip cookies. It's like what?
That seemed like a good idea. You got to clean up and wash your hands.
Yeah, well, this article about how to keep them interested after sex. If you're in a really good relationship, you don't mind that your guys, crashing after sex.
Yeah.
Half the time, the women want to crash after sex.
Of course.
Either that or start cleaning because they got this crazy energy. Hell is that about? Anyway.
Crazy energy. It's all about just passing out.
But I think if you're in a weird relationship and you're thinking, you need a little more passion and lovey-dovey stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're not getting that. So that's what why this article was written. So you want to try to get him to take a shower with you after you have sex.
Afterwards.
You want to try to have him give you a back rub after sex. You want to have stimulating conversation after sex. That's just not happening.
We're not interested.
No.
And
chemically, we're not interested.
And you're just a mess after sex, too. You're just a mess. There's no massaging or like I said, when we're talking about it, a shower after sex is purely meant to clean up. It's not like this sexy thing. Before sex, a shower, great.
Right.
Gets you in the mood.
All the stuff we just talked about, great before sex.
I'll tell you.
Back rubs.
There's probably nothing better than standing in a shower with your girl and her soaping up her hands and washing you a little bit. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great moment.
But after sex, you want to go into hiding.
No, and it looks bad.
That's what I mean.
You're squatting like a caveman, just scrubbing areas that don't see the light of day.
Like I said the other day, you're doing the soap scoop.
The soap scoop. You got one leg up.
Right.
You're like Captain Morgan.
Plus the
one leg up and you're scrubbing away.
After painting a mustache on, you're wiping one off.
After sex, though, you guys want to go into hiding because you don't have good presentation. The last thing you want to do is be nude.
You've lost all
presentation.
Yeah, presentation. You've lost what makes a ballpark Frank so nice when you cook them.
That's true. Standing there like a shivering infant. Gunk all over you. It sucks.
Let's go to Venetia. Venetia, what's your name there? Doll? Huh?
Venetia.
Ugh. Why Venetia?
How the hell should I know? My mother named me that.
You don't like that name?
I've never heard the name Venetia before.
She was named after blinds.
Just Venetian blinds, Kenny.
Please.
That's please hold.
Hold on.
There you go.
You're listening in Buffalo?
Oh, yeah.
I would guess that you're close to a fruit street.
Nah. I'm the fruit belt.
I just went local area.
Did you?
Yeah, they
nice.
Nice. Thank you. Trying to be a little more local for our syndicated markets.
Hey, Venetia.
They got that in Buffalo, trust me. So, Venetia, what do you got?
Yes, sir.
What do you got?
Well, I heard you talking about the women's magazines, and you wanted a woman's point of view on...
Yeah.
Yeah, what magazines do you buy, first of all?
Neither.
Oh.
I don't bother with them. They make no sense to me.
They make no sense?
No. Right.
Do women talk about them, though, to each other at work or when you're out?
Do they say, "Ooh, I read this in Cosmo, and it's a great way to make your man happy"?
Well, it's mostly the ditzy broads that read it, so.
Yeah. Ditzy broads.
I like this, Venetia. Hey, Venetia.
Yeah.
You do understand that guys need to fall asleep after sex, right?
Well,
I think that's.
there's a lot of work involved. He can go to sleep.
I think women need to understand that chemically we need to fall asleep after we, complete.
What they don't seem to get is the things that we do to get you in bed. We don't want to do once we've accomplished that.
Right.
Like talking. Why don't you just say, tell more funny stories that he'll feign interest in? No, that's what I did to get you there.
They got it all backwards.
Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Now just be happy I'm not making you sleep on the throw rug by the front door.
All right, Venetia, so you think it's nonsense, huh?
Complete and total nonsense. If you want to know what a guy wants, just go ahead and ask him after a few beers.
By the way, what do you prefer to do right after sex?
Sleep or play video games.
Wow.
Holla.
She's a dream come true, this one.
Are you a holla girl?
Please, I'm not ghetto. I'm educated.
Yeah.
But you're an African princess, right?
I'm me. I don't buy into that crap.
Well, are you the name Venetia?
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, I'm black and Brazilian, so.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Nice ass, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got that extra body part.
Extra body part.
Yeah, there's something
All right,
going
Jimmy
on.
the Greek.
You see what you do.
It's the Brazilian gets the nice ass.
Right.
It's that all the years of Carnival.
Some of you women got that shelf, man. What is that about?
Yep.
The white broads from Long Island don't have that. I'll tell you that much.
No.
They do, but it's their hair.
Right.
Hey, wait, are you from Brazil or are you from here?
I'm from here. Basically, my dad was from, the main part of Brazil. I can't remember the name.
São Paulo?
Sao Paulo.
Yeah. There's something going on, man. Black girls love this radio show. We don't understand why.
It's because of me. I have a ghetto appeal. I have a hip-hop type
Yeah, it's definitely Jimmy.
It's a little Jimmy Norton.
There's something very, very urban and hip about me, I've been told.
You're a thug.
Well, I don't know. Oh, Ken, don't be fresh. See, that's thug talk.
All right. Thank you, Venetia.
Bye, Venetia.
No problem.
All right. Call us again. We like you.
All right.
No, you've looked great.
That slug.
I can't even make those jokes anymore. You're ruining everything by losing weight.
Yeah, you got to get messy.
Looks
again,
all
Jimmy.
good.
Dude, I watched my
We're losing a lot of material because you're losing weight.
I'm still a jowly nothing.
Not a jowly
Fat
nothing.
jowled goose
Oh,
egg.
stop. It's not working anymore. Sunshine. Buffalo, what's up? A lot of calls from Buffalo. Hey, man.
Hi, sunshine.
By the way, Crazy Jim doing a great job running the station over there in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we get these calls and stuff. They got the passion for the radio show.
Love it.
They understand they could call this show. What's up, Sunshine?
Would you have hippie parents?
I'm actually calling to say, you know what? When you're done, and that's
Okay.
fine. And if we're not, we have toys to use. You can go to sleep. We can.
Yeah,
take
but
care
you
of
know how
ourselves.
degrading that is to a guy to get done and then have you girls pull out a toy afterwards.
Wait,
sometimes we have to have more.
Before and during, toys are fine. After, really makes us feel like we didn't do the job.
How do you think I feel after sex? All right, you talk. Why would I chime in? Go right ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt. Go. Your turn. Go. What are you saying? All right, I didn't mean to chime in. I was just trying to make a joke. But as we all know, that humor is timing, and you jump right in. It's all about your timing. I didn't mean to try to chime in. I apologize. It's all about you. Go. What do you got? Go.
Yeah, Sunshine, we're still waiting for the answer to Anthony's question. Did you
Yeah.
have hippie parents?
I'm trying to tell you, but you won't be quiet.
All right, answer my question then.
No, that's what we started with about 2 minutes ago.
Have her answer my question then. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sunshine.
Go.
I had a great session the other day.
I didn't ask you that.
See, you're not even listening. We want the answer to Anthony's question. What's the answer?
What's your question?
Oh, we said
so
it
you
twice.
didn't hear it, did you?
Do you have hippie parents?
Yes. Did you have hippie parents, and that's why your name's Sunshine?
No, I do not. I'm just saying my name is Sunshine because I'm driving in my work truck right now, and I don't want anyone to know it's me on the radio.
What are you, Large Marge?
Tell him Large Marge sent ya.
Well, if you work with a chick, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't exist. It's all about you. You're God. It's your world. I apologize. I'm just stupid Abraham trying to chime in about not wanting to slay my son. But you go ahead. You bark out all orders.
You must be a card on the old CB radio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's the
No,
worst.
actually, I drive around a
We
food truck.
didn't need a real answer.
Go ahead. Sunshine, what's going on?
You drive a fruit truck?
A food truck.
Oh, like you go to the job sites.
Kind of.
Wait, one of those coffee trucks or something?
Kind of.
Where the sides flip open and all the workers come and get egg sandwiches and coffee?
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way,
kind of. That's exactly what it is.
By the way, I said Crazy Jim. It's Evil Jim. I'm an idiot. Thank you. Thank you, Steve C. I got him mixed up with Crazy Jim from our Boston days. It's Evil Jim, yes. Doing a great job with the Buffalo station. Sunshine, all right, go ahead. Continue with your babble.
With my babble, I can't even get a word in edgewise.
You can't.
I love this girl.
Stephen C. is like, hey, it's time for the sun to set on this boring
I
ranch.
listen to your show every
Where's any
day.
clips when you need it?
Right. Go ahead, Sunshine.
I listen to your show every day, and
Thank
you're talking about all this.
Do you actually listen to the show, or do you just
every day?
Or do you try to out-talk your radio?
You're giving me skin cancer.
Okay there, Sunshine.
You gave
Go
us
ahead.
legions all over our body.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah.
We'll let you talk.
Is that sometimes women need a lot more, and we understand that after you're done and you do it a couple times and it's a great job and you're wonderful, sometimes we need a little bit more. And if you want to join in, you can, and if you don't, you can go to sleep.
Is it bad though?
She almost did it.
She can't.
She
help
did,
it.
though. She can't help herself.
It's
Does anyone
just
have any sunblock? I need a 50 SPF. I need a 50 SPF.
I use 45.
Of course you do.
I'd like to use a 45 on you,
Yes.
too. Now, Jimmy, you were going to comment?
Yeah, this will work.
Okay, Jimmy, what?
Oh, my God. You're the worst. When it comes to talking to someone on the phone doing a radio show, you're the worst.
Well, that's okay.
All right.
All right. Let Jimmy talk.
All right.
It's just back like 20 minutes ago. I was just going to chime in with. I don't even remember. It was a joke alluding to the fact that is it bad after I go to sleep? My girlfriend goes to the basement and meets a few of the maintenance men. I don't even remember where I was going to go with that.
I'll tell you where you're going with it. Into a wall.
Yeah.
Into an abutment.
Sunshine was trying to save me from that awful bomb. And my apologies.
And Sunshine, your man's not doing it right if you're using toys after the.
We use them together during also.
What do you? What? Ugh.
What does he use on you besides a ball gag?
Okay, can I say this on the radio? I don't know if I don't.
What's the first letter?
All right, hold on. Let's play. What's the first
Begins
letter?
with a D. Double.
Okay, we understand now.
What? Whoa.
Double.
Whoa.
A double D?
Yeah, we're not talking bra size either.
Right.
We understand. So now you and your husband, is it?
No.
No, it's just her using it like the letter U.
Is it a boyfriend or a girl?
It's a boy.
Okay, so you and a boy use a
double D?
A double on with him?
He uses his, and we use another too.
Right. It's let's just
Same
say
time.
it's an extra limb.
Yeah, but nothing. Let's say he isn't involved with that other thing.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, all right.
Well, you said you
That's
use
what
toys
scared me.
together. Like
Yeah,
are you using something on him?
No, on me.
I thought you were interfacing.
Yeah, no.
Couple and exchange data. The data cable.
Couple hard drives.
Yes, linked up together in a network.
Yikes.
A hardwired network. Yeah, well, you said it. You led us to believe.
What?
No, it's on me, not on him.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So you like that?
Except he shoves it in her mouth so she can't talk.
That's where the other end goes.
Right, there's how you use the double D on Sunshine.
Oh God. Okay, Sunshine. Wow.
All right.
Thank you for the
right,
insight.
thanks, guys.
Bye, Sunshine.
Have a great day.
I was loving Buffalo until Sunshine called.
She means well.
Is it sunny in Buffalo today, Sunshine?
A little bit. Sun's coming out a little bit.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Keep up your good nature.
All right.
She's a gregarious gal.
Yeah.
Well, she won't shut up.
All right, on the way, Kenny. So Kenny picked out some articles from the magazines. What do we got today? What do we got today to
What are you
finish
writing
up his
down,
segment?
We got to finish the 10 sex tips for the older women.
He did promise that during a promo that I didn't even get to hear yesterday here in New York.
Why?
Holy Jesus, must have played 80 times.
Oh, really?
Hearing, and I'll continue.
Oh, really?
My sex tips for the elderly.
All right, that's cool. They're promoting us. That's
it was
that's something we're
cool.
not used to, so that's all right.
I just have the station on all the time now.
Yeah. Here in New York, they went back to rock, and we're pretty happy about it.
Yeah. Maybe they can replace some of the Metallica with Tony Orlando and Dawn, but maybe that's just us.
Our old PD's a bit bitter. We'll get into that another day.
And then, I got a whole potpourri of information. I got
potpourri.
Dating tips for regular women.
That's a pourri that's retarded.
Yeah. I got funny conversation starters.
All right.
Pourri that'll choke you out, Jimmy.
I know.
And I got successful first date tips.
All right, we'll do that next with Kenny.
Nice. I want to know where Kenny's going to be on Saturday if I want to congratulate him on such a good bid.
Kenny's got an appearance on Saturday.
How cute is this?
Thank you for reminding me. I'll be from noon to 2 p.m. The Circuit City.
From noon to 2 p.m.
How are you going to be from noon to 2?
You are so stupid.
Come see me in all my stupidityness.
You know what, though? He's very excited, though, because when he picked me up yesterday, that was the first thing he told me.
Was it?
I got an appearance, and I'm getting an appearance fee.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
They're paying me monies.
Hopefully someone will show up this time.
Yeah, let's ixnay on that.
All right.
That seems fun. You just show up and they pay you for it? How cool is that?
Yeah.
Gigs.
You don't even need the listeners to show up. That's the beauty of Club Soda Kenny when he goes out.
Kenny's going to be with the TomTom.
Yeah, TomTom GPS at Circuit City, 52 East 14th Street, this Saturday, noon to 2 p.m.
52 East 14th Street. Is that Union Square?
And they didn't give me the cross street.
Yeah, it's close to Union Square.
Well, you should say Union Square because
locals.
that's a huge subway
stop.
So people would just know to take the train there.
And people know, all right, I could get there. That's kind of an easy place to get to.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Now I know how I'm going to get there.
And Kenny, all you need is the address, and you put it in your TomTom, and it'll take you right there.
Hopefully they're going to give me a TomTom.
A TomTom for a dum-dum.
Julie in Boston listening on WBCN. What's up, Julie? Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Julie.
Stop listening to the radio and be part of the radio, Julie.
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm listening to her. She's babbling.
Julie's from Boston.
All right, hold on. I got a problem here. You're still listening to Sunshine on the radio right
there? Isn't that amazing, the delay?
I was trying to catch up.
Wait. Will you just go with this for a second? Were you just listening to...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You were listening to Sunshine on the radio? What kind of delay do we have?
A long one.
We're on a 38-hour delay in Boston.
That's messing up our phone calls, because by the time we want to go to phone calls on subjects, we're into commercials.
Yeah.
That's a long delay. All right, go ahead, Julie. What do you got on Sunshine?
I know, she just sounds like no one wants to give it to her. That's why she's got to use all those toys.
Well, some women like toys. I mean, I personally haven't really experimented with them, but a lot of women like them.
Yeah, it's
Are you the kind of guy, Jim, that feels intimidated by anything else that might pleasure the woman in bed aside from your manliness?
No.
It's
irrelevant to me.
Oh, really?
What you want when I'm done.
So you don't... Oh, okay.
I don't care. I purposely leave her a fire hydrant so she's not far to walk. Knock yourself out, Toots. I'm going to doze off. Give me a breathe right strip.
Hey, we got an explanation to one of our problems. Something we've been discussing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
There's a minute 36 delay to the network, and then what? The local delay on every radio station, which is what, another 36 seconds? They're about 2 minutes behind.
Wow. So when the show ends, I'm already on the road screaming racial epithets out my window.
We're trying to have a very interactive show where we want a lot of phone calls, but if they're 2 minutes behind, that makes it really tough.
I know.
No kidding.
All right. Anyway, so Sunshine sounds like she doesn't get it, and it also says it sounds like she...
Well, you talk.
Oh, sorry. She sounds like she's a hippie that doesn't shave her armpits, that just drives around in her truck, doesn't shave, she won't answer any questions.
I'll tell you something. Those coffee truck broads, I remember them from my days on the construction sites. It was usually a guy that would drive around, and you know those trucks, the little hatches open on the side, and there's rancid food in there for the poor construction guys to eat and drink and stuff like that.
All sorts of diseases.
Yeah, just horrible egg sandwiches that were made in Central Islip here on Long Island. It's just awful.
And they left them in the sun for an hour.
Yeah, just horrible. And if you'd ever get a female driving one of these, they're like these tough broads.
Oh my God.
Yeah, real tough broad.
Bull dyke.
Okay, that's another way to put it.
I don't mind a little armpit hair, to be very honest with you.
Oh, Jimmy.
I swear to God, it can be very...
He likes French girls.
I don't know. I don't like it below. I like a hair on the... I can tolerate it if it's the right vibe for the girl.
Armpit hair?
No.
I've actually...
So creepy.
It depends on the girl and why she has it. There was years ago, this little hippie chick who I wanted to sleep with badly until she got with her dirty bare feet and got gum on the seat of my Saturn.
Dirty bare feet, hairy armpits.
She was sexy though. She was young. She was like 20 or 19 or whatever. And she had like little hairy
Bohemian
pits.
chick.
Yeah, but she was clean and she was just something just sexy about her.
Yeah?
That can be very sexy as long as it's not some awful, ugly chick or a tranny.
Like Patti Smith or whatever her name is. Was that her?
No, Stalker Patty.
No, Patti Smith.
Yeah. She's got the armpit
She had
hair.
the big hairy armpits.
The night lady.
Yeah.
Because Club Soda Kenny, let's get into this. So you went through the female magazines.
Yeah.
And they're just chock full of tips for the women out there, the broads.
Yeah. so there's a lot of senior citizens, so I tried to include them also. So
yesterday we left off with sex tips for older women, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be doing a favor for the elderly, and from reading this, it just makes you want to kill yourself before you get older.
Sure.
Because we brought this up yesterday. Sex, when you first start getting sexually active, is probably the most exciting thing ever.
Yeah.
Then through your entire life.
Hold on. It's so great. It makes you blow off Little League and everything.
Yeah, everything that was the most important things in your life as a kid.
All of a sudden, your skateboard just doesn't matter as much.
Thrown out the window, and your entire existence for years and years to come is nothing but getting sex.
Right.
It's just getting that sex. And get all your little play toys and all your hobbies right out the window.
Your little bicycle you've been working on,
it doesn't matter.
The banana seat. You just
building that plane with Dad.
Yeah, all of a sudden all that stuff goes in the garage and gathers dust and cobwebs.
And then
I have discovered the power of the poo.
Exactly. And then you read what the elderly have to go through to keep an active, healthy sex life. And they try to present it like this is a good thing. Hey, you're still, you could still have an active, fun, healthy, erotic sex life well into your 80s and even 90s. And then you read what they got to go through. Ugh. Talk with your partner, communicate problems that you have, difficulties with your sex, and try to solve them. Work together to find creative solutions. What, a splint and duct tape? What kind of creative solutions are you working together to find? And then when number 2 has to just say lubricate, there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Experiment with positions and times. Because at some times of the day, your arthritis is hurting more than others.
Also, arthritis and other pain conditions are often less severe at certain times of day.
Dealing with ED, that dysfunction that men have, and how to troubleshoot this problem. They make it sound like a problem with your breaker box downstairs. It needs some troubleshooting.
You know what the problem is? Not that it's bad to have sex when you're old. It's the way people just refuse to be honest. Sure, your body changes as you age, but that does not reflect on your worth or desirability. But as I said yesterday, it does.
It does.
You're not as desirable when you're old.
It's just a fact of life. We're not doing this to intentionally be mean.
No.
It just, that's the way it is. You ever see these commercials for Centrum Silver or these other things where old people are riding their bicycles, and one of them will say something like, "These are the best years of my life." It's like, what were you, in a concentration camp? Because that's the only way these are the best years of your life. Because
It just isn't.
Were you in a coma from 18 to 49?
Oh, yeah, I remember 18 was a bitch. My prostate was the size of a pineapple, and I could only make half staff at any given moment.
No, you know what I say.
What, Kenny?
What do you say?
Old chickens make good soup.
You said that yesterday.
Kenny,
you really thought it was going to work today? It didn't work yesterday.
Come on.
There goes your chicken.
It's the truth.
Kenny never met a cliche he couldn't love and repeat.
Boner-nosed, beanie-wearing Jew boy.
Oh,
wow.
God, the news is getting provocative these days.
Sure are. So we continue with sex tips for older women.
Yeah.
Go ahead there, Kenny.
Sex after surgery.
See, now this falls exactly into the category I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Sex after surgery. These are the best years of my life. Are they?
Yeah, because, as women age, they may need to undergo surgical procedures that alter their reproductive organs.
That's wonderful. That's what you need.
The golden years, they call them that because that's the color of your undergarments.
Oh, holy
That's why you see
Jesus.
That's why you see a lot of old people at diners. They know.
It's just...
They know.
It's
At least we
done.
still have our desire to eat stuff.
Just stop already. After surgery.
The most common are
Mastectomy.
Yeah, and hysterectomy.
Hysterectomy?
Hysterectomy.
That's where they take it all. Hysterectomy. You might as well take it.
And these surgeries do not have to interfere with a woman's ability to have sex. However, these procedures can dramatically change how a woman perceives her own attractiveness.
And how other people perceive you. I'm not saying that you can't have sex after these things, but other people don't perceive you the same either.
Well, James, if you have open communication with your partner before and after these procedures, it can help and reduce anxiety and negativity.
Oh, really? After a hysterectomy and she's got a beard like Castro, it's going to reduce the stress and tension? Remove the ovaries. Sorry. That's what it says.
Yeah.
All right.
It does indeed say that, yes.
It says removal of the ovary and sometimes the ovary.
That wasn't the part that didn't go over.
Yeah, I'm trying to really deflect from that one. Oofa.
Yeah. Next, most importantly, we must practice safe sex.
Oh.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Safe sex.
Yeah. Because, sexually transmitted infections, including the HIV, are on the rise in older adults. Older adults have had more time to develop a sexual history. Also, many infections can remain dormant for years in people. Do not assume that an older sexual partner is a safe sexual partner. Always practice safe sex.
Wow, thank you, Kenny.
If you're 75 and you think
you're
might
worried
have
about
AIDS,
you're worried about catching something, stop.
whatever if you whoever you're having sex with, here's the thing. If they're as old as you are and they have AIDS, it's okay. Because obviously you're both if there's a 10-year incubation and you're 78, just throw caution to the wind. Knock yourself out. What's he going to ruin 89 to 90?
And then
that didn't make it through, Kenny.
Well, that's not Kenny's fault. Who went over this and doesn't tell me?
Yeah, well,
that's a taboo word.
Yeah, Kenny, you can't say that.
Taboo.
So old people should, there's always
if you're
rules of the
alone,
trade.
let's say you're a widow or a widower,
and there's a lot of lonely nights spent in your own bed, all alone. You have to learn how to deal with that situation and maybe make yourself feel good with either some type of instrument or just the basics, whatever you got left. Those arthritic hands, perhaps.
Coming soon to the Opie and Anthony show, we're going to get an old broad.
An old gal.
An old gal to do exactly that for us.
Oh. No, we're not.
Oh, how great.
Old broad over, I would say I think we have to go 16 above on that one.
Definitely.
It's a big 6-0 on that one. All right, moving on, Kenny. What else did you find in the women's magazines?
You want to talk about funny conversation starters?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Funny conversation starters.
Pages there.
All right. So this is advice for women out there to help them get some men?
Yeah, say you're in a certain situation, like you're in a men's clothing store and notice an attractive woman looking at a blue shirt. You could say, hey, blue probably isn't your color. If you really want to wear men's clothes, try pink. You're too girly for blue.
Who's laughing at that?
All right, wait.
Holy Jesus,
So
as you get mace sprayed in your face.
So this is funny conversation starters for guys?
Yeah, to hit on a girl.
All right.
Wait, hold on. You're in a men's clothing store and notice an attractive woman looking at a blue shirt.
Now, if you're in a men's store, first of all, and she's looking at a shirt, she's probably, like, hooked up. She's probably with a guy.
Yeah.
And looking for clothes for him.
Yeah, so they're basically telling you how you could get some other guys.
Try to wheel in on some other guy's chick with probably the worst line ever.
Yeah.
Can we do something here? Can we role play a little bit? I would like someone to play the gentleman, and I just want to play the beautiful lady.
Oh, I think Kenny should be the gentleman.
Kenny, I'm close shopping.
Hey, Toots.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Stick to the script.
Yeah.
What are you, improv?
Are you crazy?
What is this, an indie movie?
Yes, this is not Mad
Hey,
Libs.
blue probably isn't your color. If you really want to wear men's clothes, try pink. You're too girly for blue.
Die.
Wait a minute. Yeah, but before the great line from Jimmy that I stepped all over. I'm sorry, Jimmy. His acting. You got to act it out. Don't read it.
Yeah, you're just reading.
Stand up. It might help.
A terrible actor.
Like, all right, picture you're in a men's clothing store. Let's go. There's Jimmy. He's looking at.
I got to
Jamie.
He's pose.
Yeah, Jamie's looking at blue shirts there. Let's go.
Hey, blue probably isn't your color. If you really want to wear men's clothes, try pink. You're too girly for blue.
Thanks. What do you mean by that?
He's got nothing. Are you crazy?
You're hot stuff.
You see, you had to prove that the conversation starter, even if it starts, you're still left on your own line number 2.
After that.
Right, they leave you hanging. Hey, Sheila from Long Island, what's up?
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
Good job.
Yeah, what do you got?
You're absolutely right. Women getting older, it's totally sucking, let me tell you.
Is it? How old a gal are you, Sheila?
It's only 55, but it's only going to go downhill, literally.
Are you going through the change?
I'm sorry?
Are you going through the change that women go through?
Oh, definitely, and it sucks the big ween.
What are you getting? Are you getting the hot flashes?
Oh, the hot flashes, the mood swings. This drops, this is dry, that's not dry, this is now dry. It's just,
What?
Old age,
Something is dropping?
No, I think
they're all dropping, baby. It all drops.
Everything's dropping. I thought you said this is dry, this is not dry.
Yeah, she did say that.
And the part that is dry was supposed to be not dry, and the stuff that was not dry is now... What?
All of the above.
All right, so all sorts of crap's going on with your body.
And, Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila, do you recall, of course you do, but do you recall, hey, watch your language, young lady.
I love it.
But,
you're right, I forget we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Probably.
And how thrilling and exciting was that?
Oh, as thrilling as you can go. He's screaming and just having a good old time.
Yeah, and now?
Now, you're lucky if you get a croak out of me.
Get a croak out of her.
See, to all the young broads out there, use what you got.
You.
You're entering your silver years. It's the best years of your life.
You want to choke those turkey little broads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're drinking their old people supplement shake, saying this is fantastic. They show them riding bikes and canoeing.
Yeah, that's what they want to be doing.
Yeah.
You need to take a whole bottle of Centrum even just to get out of bed, for Christ's sake.
You see the commercial?
I love Sheila.
You see the commercial that's on now with the guys with the urinary problems? That's what it's all about. And they're drinking bottled water and riding a bicycle, or they're canoeing or something like that. And it just shows the guy going to the bathroom, and he's all annoyed with himself. And then I guess he sees his doctor and gets these pills, and then he's just having a great time. But he's still, his friends are just like, here comes the guy that's constantly going to the bathroom.
And the next commercial to come on TV is it depends, because that's what you're going to need.
So do you still, Sheila, do you still get action? Do you want action? Are you married? What's up with you?
Everything's going on. It's fine. It's just that, it ain't all joy. These commercials, that's why you have remote control. Change that channel because you're all a bunch of lying hoo-hoos.
All right. She don't like getting old.
All right. I'm sorry, Sheila, that you're getting old.
That's all right. As long as I can listen to you guys, I can stay so young.
All right, Sheila, you poor old broad.
I know. Bye, guys.
All right.
These
conversation starters.
This is almost like a parody of awful things to say.
Yeah, this is. But this isn't like someone trying to be funny. This is stuff that they think will help people get some conversations going.
And I like these specific situations that you have to be in.
Right.
You're in a supermarket, buy the chicken. And she picks up a leg, and it's like, when is this going to happen?
Yes, you're standing outside a Planned Parenthood issuing a parking ticket. She's tear-stricken.
Go ahead, Kenny. What's the next conversation starter?
Well, number 2 is you're in a supermarket and see a woman with nice hair next to shampoos and conditioners.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy says, "Hey there, now you might be able to help me."
No. Go away.
That's not... Anthony, I think that's a bit harsh.
Oh, okay.
Hold on,
well, that's what she would say.
I think...
Jimmy wants to step in? Okay.
I think that you're being a bit harsh. I think that's a smooth line.
All right, do it again with a little more emotion behind that one, Kenny.
"Hey there. Now you might be able to help me."
"I'd love to help you. To R. Bud Dwyer's lunch bag."
"Well, you see, you got nice shiny hair, and I use, a shampoo."
"What do you use on your hair, sod?"
"But it just ain't working for me. What do you use on your hair to get your hair looking that good?" And then there's a little note here. "This will work even if you're bald, as it'll be funny."
No, it won't.
All right. How funny would it be, though, if he says, "What the hell do you use to get your hair looking that good?" And her response is, "The blood of children."
Well, that is a funny conversation starter.
Do we have another one, Kenny?
Of course.
Sure. The next one, you're in a takeaway store.
What?
What's a takeaway store?
I don't know.
What the hell's a takeaway store?
Everybody fumbles.
And are standing near or next to a woman waiting to be served. I don't know, take out food.
Takeaway.
Maybe it's a Toys R Us.
The person behind the counter.
Kidnapping reference.
Thank you, Anthony. All right, you're in a takeaway store and standing near next to a woman waiting to be served. The person behind the counter gestures for the next customer, and the woman looks at you for approval to go first. You say,
"You see, it's gentlemen before ladies in the modern world."
Her response could be the greatest thing ever written. It's HA exclamation point.
Ha! Ha! Back to you.
"I'm just kidding. You go first. I heard gallantry is back these days, so I better do my bit."
Can we redo that again? I was off cue.
Oh.
This is the way it would really work in the real world. This is very realistic.
Yeah, let's go. You.
"Oh, you see, it's gentlemen before ladies in the modern world." "I'm just kidding. You go first. I heard gallantry is back these days, so I better do my bit."
Interesting. What is the modern world, by the way? Stupid man hitting on me? Modern world.
And why are you hitting on Jimmy, by the way? You creep.
Who doesn't?
All right. And these are real conversation starters. This is how they're helping people out there. All right. How about the next one? How about the next one? You're in a bookstore and you see a woman checking out a book. You.
Good to see I have another fan." Then the girl looks at me all confused, and then I say, "That was my third book, that one. You read the others?"
And the title is Living with AIDS.
Well, that's a little different because then it would have said, then the you would have been, "That was my first and last book."
Secret. agent man.
Secret agent man.
And of course, conversation starter. This is an easy one because you're in a bar.
Yeah,
That's easy.
You're in a bar. You.
Right. Hey, I thought I'd come over and say hi. I'm Kenny. So who are you?
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Yeah, hi, Jenny. I tell you what, I'm liking this bar. Awesome vibe in here. You been here long?
And that's it?
This is how odd is it? That's it? How odd is it for a Jenny to confront someone actually dumber than Forrest?
This is actual stuff that was in a magazine.
Yeah. That is it. It doesn't even say conversation starter number 1 for that one. It says great conversation starter. So that's a great conversation starter. Yeah. Here's the same type of line. Hey, come here often? That's like one of those hack.
And then the article ends.
Hey, toots.
The article ends.
Shake a leg.
Yeah, the article ends. Now, if you like those conversation starters and want to learn more about how to start and continue conversations, then we recommend you check out our best-selling ebook and audio package featured below. In it, you'll find everything you need to know to approach women and easily progress things toward a dating relationship.
Well, let's hope somebody understands that we have to... Wait. I'm sorry. Audio package. I hope we're getting this.
Oh, that would be good. Send away for the audio package of conversation starters, how to get a girlfriend, flirting tips for men, 5 amazing flirting tips that will make you irresistible to women, and how to attract women. Discover that women find attractive, what attractive they find in men, and how you can spark attraction. Ooh.
Yeah, there'll be some good clips there. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Lisa, the sales girl, just came in. She said that she was very entertained on the way into work today. And she laughed when we said that there are some women out there that have a lot of energy after sex. Guys, probably every single guy just wants to crash right after sex, right? But there are women that it has the opposite effect, and all of a sudden they got this energy. I gotta clean, I gotta go, I gotta bake, I gotta bake.
Bake, ew.
Whatever. But they have just this crazy energy out of nowhere. So then I was picturing Lisa the sales girl after sex with that awful voice of hers.
Oh. What do you mean? I want to snuggle. Let's cuddle.
Now, Lisa's not the type of girl that wants to snuggle after sex. No way.
She'll belt you in the face to knock you out so she could sleep.
She probably wants to do like Pilates or something.
Pilates.
Let's go do Pilates. Wake up! It's time to do Pilates. I got this energy.
Oh, there you go. And see, she has enough energy. I'm sure she got it good this morning. Now she's giving us the finger. She's climbing the wall. Go do your Pilates and sell something, will you?
Where's
Oh, here she comes. You're gonna get in trouble. What?
Go kiss my ass.
Oh, hey. No, you didn't.
No, you did.
Go kiss my ass.
Anyway.
So, Mr. Sheffield.
But some women, they get the energy, the crazy energy. Like, what the F is going on? Go to sleep.